Welcome to the first edition of News Afternoon with Simon Williamson. So named because Jon Stewart owns Daily Show, Loyiso Gola has Late Night, Newsnight was taken, and I don't like doing anything in the mornings. To the news. The most recent Republican presidential candidate debate took place on Saturday evening in New Hampshire. Ex-Massachusetts Governor Mitt Romney emerged once again, fairly unscathed from the attacks of his fairly talentless opponents. This means Romney only needs to defend himself against his usual points of consternation: flip-flopping on gay marriage, immigration, gun control, climate change and abortion, a mass job culling when he served at Bain Capital, Mormonism, agreeing with quantitative easing, and creating the healthcare plan on which President Barack Obama based his. Believe it or not, this puts him in a stronger position than ex-House Speaker Newt Gingrich. Former ANC Youth League President Julius Malema was accused on Sunday of stealing land in a posh Polokwane suburb, which is a joke in itself. Malema allegedly changed the names on the deeds to the property and then sold it for a fat profit, the allegations of which were publicized on Sunday morning. Sadly, Helen Zille's restrictive alcohol purchase rules in the Western Cape mean that white people were unable to buy champagne to celebrate more misfortune for the kind of oldish young lion. Australian airline Qantas's troubles continued as 4 people were injured when an Airbus A380 aircraft hit a storm while travelling from London to Singapore. This amount of passengers, expressed as a percentage of the total the double-decker aircraft can hold, is the kind of number Qantas thinks is significant when handing out salary increases. So we expect the airline to take it seriously, more seriously than it took its employees striking in 2011 anyway. As if to demonstrate the power of the African National Congress, 46 heads of state are allegedly in South Africa to celebrate the party's centenary. You find me another organization that can get nearly 25% of the world's leaders to go to Bloemfontein. As a real feat for the 150th celebration, I want to see them in Pietermaritzburg, De Aar or Kuruman. While the ANC currently celebrates its 100th anniversary in Bloemfontein, one of the more vocal and public supporters of the ruling party has been that of Philip Dexter. You may remember Dexter as the man who stormed out of the party back in 2009 and joined the Enron of political parties, the Congress of the People. Dexter, who elected to take a job in which his profession was to hate on the ANC, will now rejoin the same party he accused of bad legislation, racial bigotry, governing as a kleptocracy, and losing 500,000 jobs. By this logic, Shell, Halliburton and BP will be hiring from the Treasure the Karoo Action Group. It might be hard for Dexter, but he's only a phone call away from Patricia de Lille, Martinus van Schalkwyk, Linda Odendaal, Joe Seremane, all the Nats who joined current political parties, and those who crossed the floor when that legislation was still popular. Liverpool Football Club on Saturday released a statement claiming that police were investigating an alleged racial incident from a crowd member during their FA Cup fixture against Oldham at Anfield. The victim in this case was 20-year-old Tom Adeyemi. We fully expect that if prosecuted, the crowd members will carry out the suspension with the resignation of someone who hasn't done anything wrong and who feels extremely upset by the events. That's all we have time for today, folks. We'll see you again soon. Good afternoon.